There is a small room at the edge of a temple, and within it, a single lamp burns low. The flame barely moves. Outside, the night has grown very still, and somewhere far away, the soft sound of water moves over stone. But here, in this room, there is only the quiet glow of the lamp and the gentle presence of the walls around you, holding the silence like cupped hands. The floor is smooth wood, worn soft by many years. A thin cushion rests near the window, and through the window you can see the branches of an old tree, dark against the darker sky. The leaves do not stir. Everything has settled. Everything has found its place for the night. And you are here now, in this room, where the only sound is your own breathing, slow and easy. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to figure out. The thoughts that have been circling through your mind all day, they can rest now too. They do not need your attention anymore. Not tonight. The lamp flickers once, gently, and then steadies again. Its light falls in a soft circle on the wooden floor, and beyond that circle, the shadows are kind. They are not hiding anything. They are simply resting, the way everything rests when the day is done, and you can breathe in, slowly, and breathe out, letting the breath carry you deeper into this quiet. Outside the window, the old tree stands patient and still. It has stood here for 100 years, maybe more. It has seen countless nights like this one, and it knows how to wait. It knows how to be still. The branches reach upward, but they are not striving. They are simply being what they are, in the darkness, under the stars that you cannot quite see but know are there. The temple grounds are empty now. The monks have gone to their rooms. The paths between the buildings are silent, lit only by the faint glow from a few windows here and there. Someone else is awake, perhaps, sitting with their own lamp, their own thoughts. But there is no need to wonder about them. There is no need to wonder about anything at all. Beyond the temple walls, there is a small garden where vegetables grow in neat rows. In the daylight, you could see the green leaves of cabbages, the feathery tops of carrots, the climbing vines of beans. But now, in the darkness, it is all shadow, all stillness, all quiet. The vegetables are resting too, in their own way, drawing water up from the earth, growing imperceptibly, cell by cell, leaf by leaf. There is a small shed at the edge of the garden where the gardening tools are kept. Hoes and rakes and trowels, all cleaned and put away for the night. A watering can stands by the door, empty now, waiting to be filled in the morning. And a pair of worn gloves lies on a shelf, shaped by the hands that have worn them day after day, year after year. Everything in this place has its purpose. Everything has its place. And when the work is done, everything rests. The tools rest. The garden rests. The monks rest. And you can rest too. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. In this room, the air is cool and soft. It carries the faint scent of incense, though the incense burned out hours ago. The scent lingers the way memories linger, present but not demanding. Simply there if you notice it, and gone if you don't. The cushion by the window is the color of old tea, faded and comfortable. You could sit there if you wanted, looking out at the tree and the night. Or you could simply lie here, where you are, letting the stillness hold you. There is no right way to be in this room. There is only being here, and that is enough. A small bowl sits on a wooden shelf near the lamp. It is empty now, but earlier it held water. Someone drank from it and set it back, and now it waits, patient and still, for morning. Everything in this room knows how to wait. The lamp knows. The cushion knows. The shadows know. And slowly, you are learning too. Near the bowl, there is a small stone, smooth and round, the color of river water. Someone found it by the stream long ago and brought it here, not for any reason, just because it was beautiful, just because it felt good in the hand. It has sat on this shelf for years now, forgotten most of the time, but always there, holding its small weight, its small presence. And beside the stone, there is a dried flower, pressed between two pieces of thin paper. It was a white flower once, perhaps a jasmine, and now it is the color of old paper, fragile as a whisper. Someone saved it from a long ago spring, and now it rests here, a memory of warmth and bloom and green things growing. These small objects, so quiet, so unimportant. And yet they are here, night after night, witnesses to the darkness and the stillness. They ask nothing. They offer nothing but their presence. And perhaps that is enough. Perhaps that is more than enough. And you can breathe in, slowly, and breathe out. The thoughts that seemed so urgent earlier. The things you needed to remember. The things you were afraid you might forget. The conversations that replayed themselves over and over. They are growing quieter now. They are still there, perhaps, somewhere at the edges of your awareness, but they have lost their sharpness. They are becoming soft, like the light from the lamp, like the shadows in the corners of the room. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out and let them fade a little more. The window is old and the glass is slightly uneven. When you look through it, the branches of the tree seem to waver gently, even though they are perfectly still. It is a trick of the light, or a trick of the glass, or perhaps it is simply the way things look when you are very tired and very still. Beyond the tree, there is a low wall, and beyond the wall, a path that leads down to a stream. You cannot see the stream from here, but you can hear it if you listen. A soft, continuous murmur, like a voice speaking too quietly to understand. It has been speaking all night, and it will speak all night more. It does not need anyone to listen. It simply speaks because that is what streams do. The path down to the stream is made of flat stones, worn smooth by many feet over many years. In the daylight, you can see moss growing in the cracks between the stones, soft and green and alive. But now the path is dark, and the moss is dark, and everything is resting in the embrace of the night. If you followed that path all the way down, you would come to a small wooden bridge that crosses the stream. It is very simple, just two logs laid side by side with a handrail on one side. The monks built it many years ago, and they repair it when it needs repairing, and it has served them well. On the other side of the bridge, there is a meadow where wildflowers bloom in spring. But spring is far away, and the meadow is sleeping now, dreaming of the colors it will wear when the warmth returns. You do not need to walk down to the stream tonight. You do not need to cross the bridge or see the meadow. You can simply know that they are there, part of this place, part of this peace, waiting for morning, waiting for spring, waiting without impatience. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. The monks who live in this temple have heard that stream for years. They have heard it in the morning when they wake before dawn. They have heard it in the evening when they return from their work. And they have heard it now, in the deep night, when most of them are asleep. It is always the same, and it is always slightly different, and they have stopped trying to understand it. They simply let it be. And that is what you can do too. You can let the stream be, and let the night be, and let your thoughts be. They will think themselves if they need to. You do not have to help them. You do not have to push them away, or hold on to them, or sort them into any particular order. They are just thoughts, and thoughts come and go like the sound of water over stone. The lamp is burning lower now. The flame has shrunk to a small blue heart with a yellow edge, and the circle of light on the floor has grown smaller. Soon it will be only a glimmer, and then it will be nothing, and the room will be filled with the soft darkness of the night. But that is not something to worry about. The darkness here is gentle. It is the same darkness that has filled this room for hundreds of years, and it knows how to hold the silence. Outside, a small night bird calls once, twice, and then is quiet. It is a soft sound, almost like a question, but there is no answer, and the bird does not seem to need one. Perhaps it was simply announcing its presence to the night, or calling to a mate somewhere in the distance, or simply singing because that is what night birds do. The sound fades, and the silence returns, deeper than before. The old monk in the next room does not hear the bird. He is sleeping too deeply for sounds to reach him. His dreams, if he has them, are quiet ones, gentle driftings through places he has known and people he has loved. But perhaps he does not dream at all. Perhaps his sleep is like a deep pool of still water, clear and calm and untroubled. You do not need to know what he dreams or does not dream. You do not need to know anything about him at all. He is simply there, in the room next to yours, a presence in the darkness, another living being resting through the night. And there is something comforting in that, in knowing that you are not alone, that others are resting too, that the whole temple is wrapped in sleep like a blanket, and you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. There is a monk who lives in the room next to this one. He is very old, and he has been at this temple for longer than anyone can remember. He does not speak much anymore. He spends his days sitting by his window, watching the tree, watching the sky, watching the light change from morning to evening. And at night, he sleeps deeply and peacefully, the way a child sleeps, without dreams, without worry. He has forgotten many things over the years. He has forgotten the names of people he once knew, and the places he once visited, and the words to prayers he once recited. But he has not forgotten how to breathe. He has not forgotten how to be still. And in his stillness, there is a kind of wisdom that cannot be taught, only lived. When he was younger, this monk traveled to many places. He walked through mountains and valleys, crossed rivers and plains, visited temples in distant lands. He met teachers who showed him different ways of understanding, different ways of being, and from each of them, he learned something small, something quiet, something that stayed with him even after he forgot their names and faces. Now all of that traveling has settled into stillness. All of those lessons have dissolved into silence. What remains is simply this: the breath, the moment, the peace. You do not need to meet this monk. You do not need to learn from him or ask him questions. He is simply there, in the room next to yours, breathing in and breathing out. And his presence is a kind of comfort, even though you cannot see him or hear him. And you can breathe in, slowly, and breathe out. The tree outside the window has been here even longer than the old monk. It was here before the temple was built, and it will be here long after. Its roots go deep into the earth, drawing up water from places no one has ever seen. Its branches reach up into the air, touching the wind, touching the rain, touching the light of the sun and the moon. And now, in the darkness, it simply stands, patient and still, waiting for nothing, needing nothing. A single leaf falls from one of the branches. It drifts down slowly, turning in the air, and comes to rest on the ground below. No one sees it fall. No one knows it has fallen. But it has, and now it lies there, part of the earth again, returning to the place it came from. In the morning, when the light returns, you might see that leaf if you walked outside. You might see it lying on the path, still fresh and green, newly fallen. Or perhaps the wind will have moved it by then, carried it to some other place, some other resting spot. It does not matter. The leaf does not mind where it lands. It has already done what it needed to do, grown on the branch, caught the sunlight, made its small contribution to the life of the tree. Now it can rest, and you have done what you needed to do too today. You have worked, or thought, or worried, or hoped, or feared, or laughed, or cried, or simply existed, moment by moment, breath by breath. And now you can rest. You have earned this rest. It is yours, as surely as the night belongs to the darkness and the stream belongs to its bed. And you can breathe in, slowly, and breathe out. The stream continues its murmuring. The lamp continues its quiet burning. The night continues its slow unfolding. And you are here, in this room, where nothing is asked of you and nothing is expected. You can simply be, the way the tree is, the way the stream is, the way the darkness is. The thoughts that have been circling through your mind, they are growing tired now. They have been working hard all day, trying to solve problems, trying to remember things, trying to figure out what comes next. But now they are slowing down. They are finding places to rest, like birds settling into their nests at the end of the day. And you can let them. You can let them settle. You can let them be still. The floor beneath you is solid and sure. It has held this room for many years, and it will hold it for many more. You can trust it. You can let your weight sink into it, knowing that it will not give way, knowing that it will support you through the night. There is a spider somewhere in the corner of the room. You cannot see it, but it is there, waiting in its web, patient as the tree, still as the stones. It has been there for weeks, perhaps months, and it will be there for weeks more. It does not worry about the future. It does not think about the past. It simply waits and rests and trusts that what it needs will come. And you can be like that too. You can wait and rest and trust. You do not need to chase after anything tonight. You do not need to hold on to anything. Everything that needs to find you will find you in its own time, in its own way. For now, you can simply be still. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. The walls around you are old stone, thick and cool. They keep out the wind and the rain and the noise of the world. Inside them, there is only this quiet, only this stillness, only this gentle darkness that wraps around you like a blanket. And the ceiling above you is high and shadowed. And if you look up, you can see the faint outline of wooden beams crossing from one side to the other. They have been there for 100 years, holding up the roof, holding up the sky, and they will be there when morning comes. But morning is far away. Morning is hours and hours away, and there is no need to think about it. There is only this moment, this breath, this quiet room at the edge of the temple. Somewhere in the distance, a bell hangs in its tower. It will ring tomorrow morning, calling the monks to wake, to rise, to begin another day. But that bell is silent now. It hangs heavy and still, waiting for the moment when someone will pull its rope and send its voice out across the temple grounds. For now, it rests too in its own way, holding its silence like a gift. And the kitchen is dark and quiet. The cooking fires have been out for hours, and the pots and pans are clean and put away. A few vegetables wait in a basket for tomorrow's soup. A bag of rice sits in the corner, patient and full. Everything is ready for morning, but morning has not come yet, and so everything waits. There is a cat that lives somewhere in the temple. You have not seen it, but perhaps you can imagine it. A gray cat with green eyes that comes and goes as it pleases, sometimes sleeping in the sun, sometimes hunting mice in the garden, sometimes simply sitting and watching the world go by. Tonight, the cat is sleeping too, curled up in some warm corner, its breath soft and slow, its dreams full of things that only cats understand. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. The old monk in the room next door is sleeping now. His breath is soft and even, like the sound of the stream, like the sound of wind through leaves. He does not dream. He simply rests, deeply and completely, the way the earth rests under the snow in winter. And you can rest too. You can let your body grow heavy and still. You can let your mind grow quiet and soft. You can let everything that has been holding you tight begin to loosen, begin to release, begin to dissolve into the darkness. The lamp is very low now. The flame is barely visible, just a small glimmer in the shadows. Soon it will go out, and the room will be dark, and the darkness will be complete. But there is nothing to fear in that darkness. It is the same darkness that held you before you were born, and it is the same darkness that holds the stars in the sky. And it is kind, and it is gentle, and it is here for you. The stream continues its murmuring, soft and steady, unchanging and ever-changing. It has been flowing since before there were temples, before there were monks, before there were people to hear it. And it will flow on, long after, carrying its water down from the mountains, through the valleys, to the sea. And you can let it carry your thoughts too. You can let them drift away on that current, floating downstream, growing smaller and smaller until they disappear. You do not need them anymore. Not tonight. Tonight, you can simply rest. The tree outside the window stands in the darkness, its branches reaching up toward the stars. It does not worry about tomorrow. It does not think about yesterday. It simply stands, rooted in the earth, reaching toward the sky, being exactly what it is. And you can be exactly what you are too. You do not need to be anything more. You do not need to be anything less. You are simply here, in this room, in this moment, and that is enough. That has always been enough. And you can breathe in, slowly, and breathe out. Somewhere in the temple, a door closes softly. It is so quiet that you almost do not hear it. Perhaps one of the monks has risen to use the bathroom, or perhaps the wind has stirred something that was left open. It does not matter. The sound is already gone, swallowed by the silence, and the night continues as before. The cushion by the window looks very soft in the darkness. You can see its shape, a gentle mound against the faint light from outside. Someone has sat there many times, watching the tree, watching the sky, letting their thoughts drift away like clouds, and their peace has soaked into the fabric, the way water soaks into stone, slowly, over many years. This whole room is like that. It has absorbed the peace of everyone who has ever rested here. The monks who came before, the travelers who stopped for a night, the old teachers who sat in meditation for hours. All of them have left something behind, something invisible but real, a feeling of calm that fills the air like the scent of incense. And you are part of it now. You are adding your own peace to the room, your own stillness, your own quiet breath. It will stay here after you leave, mingling with all the rest, making the room even more peaceful for whoever comes next. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. The stream outside is steady and constant. It does not speed up or slow down. It does not get louder or softer. It simply flows, the way it has flowed for thousands of years, carrying its water from the mountains to the sea. If you listen closely, you can almost hear individual sounds within the murmur. The splash of water over a rock, the gentle gurgle of a small pool, the whisper of current against the bank. But you do not need to listen closely. You can simply let the sound wash over you, a continuous, soothing presence, asking nothing, offering everything. The old monk in the next room has been listening to this stream for 60 years. When he first came to the temple, he was young and restless, his mind full of questions and doubts. He would lie awake at night, thinking, worrying, planning, unable to find peace. But the stream was always there, always murmuring, always flowing. And slowly, over many years, he learned to let his thoughts flow too, to let them pass through his mind like water over stone, without holding on to them, without fighting them, without needing them to be anything other than what they were. Now he sleeps deeply every night, without dreams, without worry. The stream is still there, still murmuring, but he no longer hears it as something separate from himself. It is part of him, and he is part of it, and together they rest in the deep peace of the night, and you can breathe in, slowly, and breathe out. The wooden beams in the ceiling are very old. If you could see them clearly, you would see the marks of the tools that shaped them, the hands that lifted them into place, the years of smoke and dust and quiet that have darkened them to the color of earth. They have held up this roof through storms and heat and the slow decay of time, and they will hold it up for many years more. There is a kind of comfort in old things. They have survived. They have endured. They have proven themselves year after year, generation after generation. And they ask nothing in return. No praise, no thanks, no attention. They simply are what they are, doing what they were made to do, holding the world together in their quiet way. And you can let yourself be held by them too. You can let yourself rest beneath these old beams, knowing that they will not fail, knowing that they will keep you safe through the night. They have kept so many others safe before you, and they will keep so many more safe after. You are part of a long line of sleepers, a long line of restless minds finding peace, a long line of tired bodies sinking into the softness of the night. Beyond the walls of this room, beyond the temple itself, the world stretches out in all directions. Mountains and valleys, rivers and fields, cities and villages, all of them resting now in the embrace of the night. People everywhere are sleeping, or trying to sleep, or lying awake with their own thoughts. And the night holds all of them, just as it holds you, patient and gentle and vast. You do not need to think about all those people. You do not need to worry about the world beyond these walls. For now, there is only this room, this stillness, this breath. The rest of the world can take care of itself until morning. Tonight, you have only yourself to care for, and you are doing that simply by being here, simply by breathing, simply by letting yourself rest. And you can breathe in, slowly, and breathe out. The tree outside the window has seen all of this. It has watched the temple grow from a few small buildings to what it is now. It has watched monks come and go, generation after generation. It has watched countless nights pass, countless stars rise and set, countless moons wax and wane. And through it all, it has simply stood, roots deep, branches wide, leaves falling and growing again with the seasons. If the tree could speak, what would it say? Perhaps nothing. Perhaps it has learned that words are not necessary, that the deepest truths cannot be spoken, only lived. Or perhaps it would say something very simple. Be here. Be still. Be patient. Let the days pass. Let the nights pass. Let everything pass through you, like wind through leaves, touching you but not holding you, moving you but not uprooting you. And you can breathe in, slowly, and breathe out. The lamp has been out for a while now. The room has settled into its darkness, comfortable and complete. Your eyes have adjusted, or perhaps they have stopped trying to see, and you are simply resting in the absence of light, the way you rest in the absence of sound, the way you rest in the absence of thought. This is what the night is for. This is why the sun sets and the stars come out and the world grows quiet. It is a time for rest, for recovery, for the slow healing that happens when we stop trying to do and simply let ourselves be. The body knows how to heal itself. The mind knows how to quiet itself. We just have to give them the space and the time and the stillness they need. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. The cushion by the window has not moved. The bowl on the shelf has not moved. The shadows in the corners have not moved. Everything is exactly where it was. An hour ago, a day ago, a year ago. And there is a comfort in that constancy, in knowing that some things do not change, that some things remain steady and sure, no matter what else happens. Your breath is like that. It has been with you since the moment you were born, and it will be with you until the moment you die. It rises and falls without your effort, without your attention, without your will. It is the most faithful companion you will ever have. Always there, always present, always bringing you back to this moment, this body, this life. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. The stream outside continues its gentle song. It has been singing all this time, and you have been hearing it all this time, even when you were not aware of it. It is part of the background of this night, part of the fabric of this place, woven into the silence like thread into cloth. If you wanted to, you could get up and walk to the window and look out at the darkness. You could see the shape of the tree against the sky, the faint glimmer of the path leading down to the stream. You could open the window and feel the cool night air on your face, smell the scent of earth and water and growing things. But you do not need to do any of that. You can simply lie here, in this room, in this darkness, and know that all of it is there, waiting for you, not going anywhere. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. The night is patient. It does not rush toward morning. It does not hurry you toward sleep. It simply unfolds, moment by moment, breath by breath, giving you all the time you need to rest, all the space you need to be still. The stars are there, somewhere above the clouds, even if you cannot see them. They have been burning for millions of years, sending their light across the vastness of space, and some of that light is reaching you now, filtering through the atmosphere, through the clouds, through the window, invisible but present. You are bathed in starlight, whether you know it or not. You are connected to the universe, whether you feel it or not. And the moon is there too, somewhere in the sky. Perhaps it is full tonight, casting silver light across the temple grounds. Perhaps it is a thin crescent, barely visible, barely more than a suggestion of light. Or perhaps it has not yet risen and will not rise until the small hours of the morning. It does not matter. The moon does what the moon does, and you do not need to track its movements. You can simply rest, knowing that it is there, knowing that it is watching over the night, the way it has watched over countless nights before. And you can take that time. You can take all of it, There is nowhere else you need to be, nothing else you need to do. The day is done, with all its demands and decisions and distractions. The morning is far away, with all its new demands and new decisions. But right now, in this moment, there is only this darkness, this stillness, this quiet room at the edge of the temple. And you can breathe in, slowly, and breathe out. The old monk next door is still sleeping. His breath has not changed. His body has not moved. He has found that deep place of rest where nothing disturbs, where nothing intrudes, where everything is peace. And you are finding it too. You are sinking into it, slowly, gently, like a stone sinking into a pond, like a leaf drifting down from a tree, like a thought dissolving into silence. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. The lamp has gone out now. The room is dark, and the darkness is soft, and the silence is complete. Outside, the tree stands patient and still. The stream murmurs its endless song. The old monk sleeps in his room, breathing in, breathing out. And you are here, in this quiet place, where nothing is asked of you and nothing is expected. The day is done. The thoughts are resting. The night is holding you, gently, carefully, the way a mother holds a sleeping child. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to remember, nothing you need to figure out. All of that can wait. All of that will still be there in the morning, when the light returns, when the day begins again. But for now, there is only this darkness, this stillness, this quiet breath moving in and out of your body. The wooden floor is cool and smooth beneath you. The stone walls are solid and sure around you. The high ceiling with its old wooden beams is above you, holding up the night. And you are held too. You are held by this room, by this temple, by this ancient place that has been here for hundreds of years, offering rest to all who come. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. The stream continues, soft and steady. It has been flowing all this time, and it will flow all night more, and you can let its sound wash through you, carrying away the last of your thoughts, the last of your worries, the last of everything that has been keeping you awake. The old monk sleeps on, peaceful and still. The tree stands in the darkness, patient and quiet. The night unfolds around you, slow and gentle, holding everything in its embrace. And you are here. You are simply here. And that is all you need to be. The darkness is soft now, like velvet, like the inside of a flower. It wraps around you, holds you, keeps you safe. There is nothing in it that can hurt you. There is nothing in it that wants anything from you. It is simply darkness. The same darkness that comes every night. The same darkness that has been coming since the beginning of time. And in this darkness, you can rest. You can let go. You can stop trying to hold everything together. Stop trying to make sense of everything. Stop trying to control what cannot be controlled. You can simply be, like the tree, like the stream, like the old monk sleeping in his room. And you can breathe in, slowly, and breathe out. The night is deep now. It is the deepest part of the night, when everything is still, when everything is quiet, when the world seems to pause and hold its breath. The stream murmurs on, but even it seems softer now, more distant, like a voice heard from very far away. The tree stands in the darkness, its branches black against the slightly lighter sky. There are stars up there, behind the clouds, but you cannot see them. It does not matter. They are there, whether you see them or not, the way the stream is there, whether you hear it or not, the way the morning is there, whether you think about it or not. And you are here. You are here in this room, in this temple, in this quiet corner of the world where nothing moves and nothing speaks and nothing asks anything of you. You can rest now. You can truly rest. The thoughts that have been circling through your mind all day, where are they now? They have grown so quiet. They have grown so still. Perhaps they are sleeping too, somewhere in the back of your mind, curled up like cats in the warmth. Let them sleep. Let them rest. They have worked hard, and they deserve their peace. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. The lamp is out. The room is dark. The night is deep and still. And you are sinking into it, slowly, gently, like a leaf falling from a tree, like a stone sinking into a pond, like a thought dissolving into silence. There is nothing to hold on to. There is nothing you need to hold on to. You can let go of everything. The day, the worries, the hopes, the fears, the plans, the memories. They will all be there in the morning if you need them. But for now, you can let them go. For now, you can simply rest. The old monk in the next room has been sleeping for hours. His breath is soft and even, like the tide, like the wind, like the slow turning of the earth. He does not dream. He does not worry. He simply sleeps, the way he has slept for 60 years, trusting the night to hold him, trusting the morning to come. And you can trust too. You can trust this room to keep you safe. You can trust this darkness to hold you. You can trust your body to breathe in and out, without your help, without your attention, without your worry. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. The stream murmurs on, soft and distant. The tree stands in the darkness, still and patient. The night continues its slow unfolding, minute by minute, hour by hour, moving toward the morning that is still far away. But you do not need to think about the morning. You do not need to think about anything at all. You can simply be here, in this darkness, in this stillness, in this quiet room at the edge of the temple. The floor holds you. The walls surround you. The ceiling shelters you. And the night wraps around you soft and warm, like a blanket, like an embrace. And you can let yourself sink into it. You can let yourself dissolve into it. You can let yourself become part of the darkness, part of the stillness, part of the silence that fills this room. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. The thoughts are very quiet now. They have stopped their circling. They have stopped their spinning. They have found their places, and they are resting, and you can rest too. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to remember, nothing you need to figure out. All of that can wait. All of that will still be there when you wake. But for now, There is only this darkness, this stillness, this breath. The stream murmurs. The tree stands. The old monk sleeps. And you are here, in this room, in this moment, sinking deeper and deeper into the quiet. And you can breathe in, slowly, and breathe out. The night is holding you now. It has gathered you up, the way it gathers up everything at the end of the day. The light, the sounds, the movement, the thoughts. It holds them all, gently, carefully, until morning comes to release them again. And you are being held too. You are part of this gathering, part of this quieting, part of this slow dissolving into darkness and peace. The lamp has been out for a long time now. You have forgotten it was ever lit. The room has been dark for so long that the darkness feels natural, feels right, feels like the only thing that has ever been. And it is. In a way, it is. The darkness was here before the light. The stillness was here before the sound. The silence was here before the words. And they are still here, underneath everything, waiting for you to return to them, waiting for you to rest in them, waiting for you to come home. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. The stream is very soft now, almost inaudible. It is still there, flowing on through the darkness, but it has become part of the silence rather than something separate from it. It murmurs, and the silence holds its murmuring, and together they make a peace that has no name. The tree outside the window is invisible now, lost in the darkness, but you know it is there. You can feel it there, standing patient and still, its roots deep in the earth, its branches reaching up to the sky. It has been there all along, and it will be there when you wake. And the old monk is sleeping still, in his room next to yours. His breath rises and falls, like the tide, like the wind, like the slow rhythm that underlies all things. And you are breathing too. You are breathing in, and you are breathing out. And your breath is becoming part of the silence, part of the darkness, part of the peace. And you can breathe in, slowly, and breathe out. There is nothing to do now, nothing to think, nothing to remember. There is only this breath, this darkness, this stillness. There is only this moment, stretching out softly, cradling you in its quiet. The thoughts that were circling have stopped. They have gone somewhere, perhaps to sleep, perhaps to dissolve, perhaps simply to wait until you need them again. But you do not need them now. You need nothing now. You are complete in this moment, whole in this darkness, at peace in this silence. The breath moves on its own now. The room is still around you. The night is vast and quiet. The whole world rests, gently, carefully, the way it rests every night, the way it has always rested. And you can let yourself rest too. You can let yourself sink into this darkness, this stillness, this peace. And you can stay here as long as you need to. The stream murmurs on, soft as a whisper, soft as a breath. The tree stands in the darkness, patient as stone, patient as earth. The old monk sleeps, his breath rising and falling, rising and falling. And you are here. You are simply here. And that is enough. That has always been enough. In and out, without effort. The night is very deep now. It is the deepest it will be before it begins to turn toward morning. But morning is still far away. Morning is hours and hours away, and there is no need to think about it. There is no need to think about anything. There is only this darkness, this stillness, this breath. There is only this moment, now and now and now, and you can rest in it. You can dissolve into it. You can become part of it. The way the stream is part of the valley, the way the tree is part of the earth, the way the silence is part of the night. Breathing continues, slow and steady. The lamp has been out for so long that you have forgotten it was ever there. The room has been dark for so long that the darkness feels like home. And you are here, in this darkness, in this home, resting, breathing, being. The thoughts are gone now. They have dissolved into the silence, like mist dissolving into air, like dreams dissolving into sleep. They will return, perhaps, when morning comes. But for now, they are gone, and you are free of them. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. The stream murmurs. The tree stands. The old monk sleeps. And you are sinking deeper and deeper into the quiet. The floor is solid beneath you. The walls surround you. The ceiling shelters you. And the night is soft and dark and kind. The breath moves gently, in and out. There is nothing to do, nothing to think, nothing to remember. There is only this darkness, this stillness, this breath. There is only this moment, stretching out softly, resting in its peace. And you can rest now. You can truly rest. The air in the room is still and soft. It does not move, does not stir. It simply rests the way you are resting, surrounded by the walls, surrounded by the night. Each breath you take draws this stillness into your body, and each breath you release sends it back out, a gentle exchange, a quiet conversation between you and the room. In and out, without effort. The stream murmurs on, very soft, very distant. The tree stands in the darkness, invisible but present. The old monk sleeps, his breath slow and even. And you are here. You are simply here. Breathing in, breathing out, resting in the darkness, surrounded by the night. And you can breathe in, slowly, and breathe out. The thoughts are quiet. The worries are quiet. Everything is quiet. And you are sinking gently, softly into the stillness. The room is still. The darkness is present. The silence is complete. And you can let yourself rest. You can let yourself sleep. Breathing continues, slow and steady. The night is deep and still. The stream murmurs. The tree stands. The old monk sleeps. And you are here. You are simply here, breathing, resting, being. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. The darkness is soft. The silence is kind. The peace is complete. And you are safe. You are at rest. You are home. The breath moves on its own now. The stream murmurs on. The tree stands still. The night continues. And you are resting now. You are truly resting. In and out, without effort. The darkness is soft around you. The silence fills the room. The peace is present. And you can rest. You can simply rest. You can simply rest. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. The night is deep. The stillness is complete. And you are here. Breathing in, breathing out, resting. Breathing continues, slow and steady. The stream, the tree, the darkness, the peace, and you. Simply you. Simply here. Simply here. Simply here. And you can breathe in, slowly, and breathe out. The night is still. The silence is vast. The darkness is soft. And you can rest now. You can sleep now. You can let go. The breath moves gently, in and out. The murmur of the stream, the stillness of the tree, the quiet of the night, and you, resting, breathing, being. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. The darkness is soft. The night continues. The peace is here. And you are safe. You are at rest. You are home. In and out, without effort, resting now. Truly resting. The stream murmurs. The tree stands. The night continues. And you. Simply you. Simply here. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. The darkness. The silence. The peace. And you. Resting. Breathing. The breath moves on its own now. The night, the stillness, the quiet, and you. Here. Now. In and out. Without effort. Resting. Simply resting. The stream. The tree. The night. And you. And you. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. And somewhere, very faintly, the lamp that burned earlier has left a trace of warmth in the air. You cannot see it. You cannot feel it. But it was there. And now it rests too. Its small light dissolved into the darkness. Its quiet glow become part of the peace. The tree outside stands patient still, its branches dark against the sky, its roots deep in the earth. The stream murmurs on, soft and distant, carrying its water through the night. These familiar things, this familiar room, this familiar peace. Breathing continues, slow and steady. The darkness is soft. The peace is present. And you can rest. And you can breathe in slowly and breathe out. And rest. The stream murmurs. The tree stands. The night continues. And you, simply you, breathing, resting. Here, now, the breath moves gently. In and out, and rest. The darkness, the silence, the peace, and you, resting, breathing, being. Here, now, rest, in and out, rest. The night is still, the darkness is soft. The peace is present, and you can rest, simply rest. Breathing in, breathing out, resting. Here, now, in the darkness, in the stillness, in the stillness, in the peace. Rest. Breathe. Rest. The stream murmurs softly. The stream murmurs softly. The night continues gently. And you rest, breathe, rest, here, now, peace, rest, breathe, rest. The darkness, the silence, the peace, rest, breathe, rest, here, now, rest, breathe, rest, breathe, rest, peace, rest, breathe, rest.